In this lesson, I'm going to start talking about one of the most important concept, most crucial concept. It's just like a map. And it's like the universe map of music, which is called the circle of fifths. And I'm going to introduce you to this concept. There's no way that we can talk about all about it. This is an introduction. And I want you to hang with me. So I want you to take out the circle of fifths chart that I made for you. And then I want you to bring out the worksheet from last lesson, which is 3A. Let's look at page 1. You can just look at the answer key or the work that you did. And I want you to put this side by side. Okay? And I want you to look at the scales that you've done. And I want you to start counting how many sharps are in each scale. Like C has no sharp or flat. G has 1. D has 2. A has 3. E has 4. B has 5. And I want you to now look at the circle of fifths chart. Starting from C, which is at 12 o'clock, going clockwise. These are the different keys that are there. First is C, G, D, A, E, B. Exactly in the order that I had you work on your major scales notation. So this is the basic concept. When you start from the top of the circle and you start going clockwise, you start adding a sharp to your key or to your scale. And when we take a look at it even closer, the key is going up by a perfect fifth. Do you remember what perfect fifth is? It's the fifth note in the scale. Or you can even think about it as it's the last note of your 5-finger scale. So C, perfect fifth up, is G. And when we start the scale from G, we're going to have 1 sharp, okay? And when you go from G, fifth above, is D. So that's the basic concept, okay? Now let's take out the page 2 of worksheet 3A. Hi, I'm Kristina Lee, and thank you so much for watching this video. This is actually a lesson from my new course, Piano Mastery Intermediate. Students from all over the world have already told me how much they're enjoying my course because of the clarity of the teaching and how they get to apply the concepts and technique and theory into learning pieces that are satisfying and beautiful. If you consider yourself a late beginner to somewhere in the intermediate level of piano playing, and you like to go deeper in your studies and develop a comprehensive musicianship, please check out my course. All of these are flats, except for the last one, which is F sharp. So don't worry about F sharp for right now. I want you to just look at the flat ones above, which are key of F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. And I've made it in such a way that you also start just adding a flat, okay? F has 1 flat, key of B flat has 2 flats, key of E flat has 3 flats. And now I want you to look at your circle of fifth, and I want you to look at the left side. Do you see how it goes from C, F, B flat, E flat? And it's adding flats in its key signature or in its scale. And when you go counterclockwise on the circle of fifth, you're going down by a perfect fifth. For example, we go from C, right? So the easiest way for you to kind of get the hang of this is to think about your 5-finger scales. This is why you have to know your 5-finger scales. And if you do, everything starts making sense. So I am going to put my left thumb and think about fifth down, which is F, okay? And I'm going to now put my thumb on F and then think about a fifth down, going down. Like which one has the F as the fifth? It's B flat, okay? And then I'm going to put my thumb on B flat and go perfect fifth down, right? So this is the basic concept of the circle of the fifths. You might not understand the relevance of this right now, and that's okay. Lots of music theory is very complicated. Starting this point on, it starts getting even more complex, not because it's so difficult, but because there are a lot of information that are very similar. So it causes confusion to students. So if you feel confused, don't worry about it. You can still learn the pieces. You can still do this module successfully. You don't have to do everything that's there. I am giving all the information for those of you who are very interested in this and who is at a point who's ready to digest all of this information. But again, if you're not one of them, and I think most people will not understand everything I talk about, don't worry about it. I just want you to go forward. And you're going to learn by doing the exercises that I give you. And what I want you to know about the circle of the fifth is just that we have the keys, all the keys around the circle. And when you go to the clockwise, you start adding sharps. And when you go counterclockwise, you start adding flats. And when you go clockwise, you go up a fifth. And when you go counterclockwise, you go down a fifth. That's all I want you to know. And if that information doesn't even make any sense to you, resonate with you, don't worry about it. Keep going forward. And I'm going to meet you in the next lesson. And we're going to just have a little bit of practice notating the key signatures.